The movie begins by showing a tribe. These people used to live in the snow-covered mountains and would hunt the wild elephants that roamed there. The elephants rarely came to the mountains, and sometimes they wouldn't show up at all, which meant the tribe members often had to go hungry and even starve to death. And this is exactly what makes the people of the tribe very worried and upset. There was an elder lady there, and everyone in the tribe called her Mother. Mother had a special ability: she could communicate with souls. That's when they come across a girl whose name is Evolette. There was a boy from the same tribe named Delay, and Delay had started to really like Evolette. Delay's father also had a white rod because whenever they went hunting, he was always the first to make a kill. Delay's father decides that he will go on a journey. At night, Delay's father tells his friend, "I have to go, but promise me one thing, you won't tell anyone about this, and you won't reveal the reason why I'm leaving." After that, he gives his white rod to his friend and leaves from there. After Delay's father left, the other kids started bothering Delay a lot. They would say, "Your father ran away," because they thought Delay's father had fled out of fear. But the reality was something else entirely. No one except his friend knew the real reason why he left. Delay and Delay both felt very lonely, and they needed someone to lean on. That's why, when the two of them met, they became friends. As time went by, they started to like each other. In this way, many years passed, and both Evolette and Delay grew up. Once again, a large herd of mammoths entered their tribe's territory. It was decided that whoever hunted the mammoth first would marry Evolette, be given the white spear, and even become the leader of the tribe. Evolette tells him, "Why don't we just run away from here and get married?" But Delay says, "No, I'm not going to run away like my father did. And just watch, I'll be the one to hunt the wild mammoth, and I'll be the one to marry you." All the people of the tribe start hunting the wild mammoths. They manage to trap a huge mammoth in a net, but it doesn't do them any good because the mammoth breaks through the nets and escapes. However, the net gets stuck on the mammoth's body, and all the tribe members grab onto the net and hang on. The mammoth starts running even faster, and everyone has to let go of the net. Only Delay is left, still holding onto the net. The mammoth drags Delay all the way up to the top of the hill. Once they're up there, the mammoth attacks Delay, but Delay fights back, striking the mammoth with his spear. But it doesn't make any difference, and the mammoth charges at Delay once again. Just then, Delay strikes the mammoth again with his rod, and this time the mammoth dies. At that very moment, the people from the tribe arrive and see that Delay has killed such a huge mammoth. Seeing this, everyone becomes extremely happy, and Delay is given the white rod, and according to the decision, Evolette is handed over to him, and everyone decides that the two of them should get married. But Delay was quite troubled by one thing, because everyone believed that Delay hadn't let go of the trap. But the truth was that he had also let go of the trap. It was just that his hand got stuck in it. That's why he returns the white rod. He tells Evolette that he didn't kill the mammoth. It just got caught in his rod, and that's why he returned the white rod. Now that he has let go of the white rod, it means he has also let go of Evolette, because Evolette was meant for the one who hunted the mammoth. Hearing him say this, Evolette gets upset with him, and the two of them separate. They both loved each other deeply, but they were bound by the customs and traditions of their land. That very night, some people on horseback attack their tribe and take the men and women captive, carrying them away. And among those prisoners was Evolette as well, but Delay and a few of his companions managed to escape. That's why Delay says, "I will definitely bring my tribe and my people back safely." Delay's friend says, "No one ever returns from those dangerous mountains." Delay replies, "But the people who attacked us, they came from there too, didn't they?" He decides that he's going to follow them. After that, Delay moves forward, following the tracks left by the attackers and their horses. Delay's companions are also going with him, but the journey ahead was going to be full of trouble, and bringing their people back from there was going to be extremely difficult. But Delay and his companions were ready to face any challenge, because they had to bring their people back safely from there. They just keep moving day and night. Now, all of them reach the other side of the mountains, where the hunt begins. As Delay and his companions move forward, they enter a dense jungle, where they spot all the people from their tribe in Evolette, who were being taken somewhere as prisoners. At night, Delay manages to rescue Evolette, along with some of his tribe members, but the people who had captured them managed to catch them again. During the attack, one of Delay's companions gets injured, and the captors once again start moving forward with Delay's tribe members. Here, Delay is seen dragging his injured companion along. After traveling some distance, they start to feel hungry. So, Delay goes out to hunt, but Delay ends up getting trapped in a ditch. There were already a lot of animals stuck there. Among them was a lion, which was not only huge but also extremely dangerous. And this was a talking lion. It starts to rain there. Water begins to fill up in that ditch, and the lion starts to drown. But before the lion can drown to death, Delay thinks about setting him free. Delay says to the lion, "I'll let you go, but promise me you won't eat me." Delay sets him free, and just as he promised, the lion leaves without harming him. After that, Delay climbs out of the ditch and returns to his injured companion. His companion tells Delay, "Last night, I heard someone screaming around here," and the two of them head in the direction where the screams came from. When they arrive, they discover that the village was attacked the previous night. When they get there, the people of the tribe surround them. The tribesmen are just about to kill the two of them when suddenly the same lion whose life Delay had saved appears. Seeing the lion, all the tribesmen are terrified. The lion starts moving toward Delay. Then Delay says, "I saved you. Try to recognize me." Hearing this, the lion leaves without harming Delay or any of the tribesmen. Seeing all this, the tribesmen are amazed and they take Delay and his friend with them, treating them with great hospitality. They serve them food. Delay asks them, "How do you know our language?" To this, they reply that a long time ago, a man came here looking for a safe place, and it was from him that they learned Delay's language. Here, we find out that this man was none other than Delay's own father. Delay asks them, "Where is that man now?" The tribe members then explain that the demon souls took him away with them, along with some of our own people, and that it's a place from which no one has ever returned alive. But now, you are the one who will lead us there. Delay then asks, "But why me?" Then their leader explains, "According to our prophecy, a man will come to us, someone who can speak to the lion. That man will save our people." The people of that tribe go on to tell everyone in the neighboring tribes that the one who can talk to the lion has arrived. Delay's companion tells him, "Let me tell you something, your father didn't run away out of fear. He left to find a new place to save our tribe, so that our people wouldn't have to die of hunger." Delay then asks him, "Why didn't you tell me this before?" He says, "It was your father himself who insisted that no one should be told about this, because if the rest of the tribe had found out, everyone would have left that place one by one and run away. That's why he told me to keep this a secret." Now, along with Delay, the people of the tribe start heading towards the mountains. They all reach a river and get into boats to move forward. But Delay and the people who came with him couldn't go any further because they didn't have any boats. So now they all decide that they'll continue their journey on foot. But traveling on foot was extremely difficult because there was a huge desert ahead of them and no one had ever managed to cross it before. But Delay doesn't give up. He says, "We will cross this desert. No matter what happens, we will free our people and bring them back." That's why, as soon as morning comes, they set out toward their destination. After traveling for a few days, they finally make it to the other side of the desert. There, they see that massive pyramids are being built. The reason people are being brought here as slaves is so they can be forced to work on these constructions. There were a huge number of people involved in building the pyramids, and the number of slaves was also enormous. These people call their leader God. They claim that they have come flying down from the sky. Their God never shows his face to anyone. Instead, he always stays hidden behind a curtain. Their God only gives orders to these people. The orders are to make the slaves work as quickly as possible. Delay and the chief of the tribe who came with him, both of them go together into the slaves' tents. In front of these people, a man is brought who was blind. That man tells everyone that out of the three, only one God is still alive. Then Delay asks how that God can be killed. Then that blind man says that the God is afraid of a person who has a special kind of mark on his body. A mark that looks like the visible signs you see in space. According to the prediction, that man will save all the tribe's people, all the slaves. At that moment, Delay is asked if he has any such mark on his body, but Delay doesn't give any answer to this. Here, he also finds out that his father has died, and it was those very people who killed him, the ones who brought his tribe members here as slaves. After this, Delay and his companions return to their people, but now they had all been spotted by some people, and a fight breaks out among them. During that fight, Delay's companion is killed. Before dying, he gives Delay his father's white rod, and now Delay wants to take revenge for everyone. He wants to save everyone's lives. He wants to set everyone free. Some people notice that there are injury marks on Evol's hand, and these marks look exactly like the visible signs seen in the sky. In other words, according to the prediction, that mark was found on Evolt. Seeing that mark, everyone gets really scared. They take Evolt to their god, because the one who has that mark on their hand is the one who will save them and set them free. The people there tell their god that a hunter is also coming after this girl. In the morning, Delhi and his people disguise themselves as workers to get close to their own people. Delhi's people declare war. There are also wild elephants there, who were being made to work like slaves as well. But now, all those elephants start running around in every direction. Suddenly, chaos erupts everywhere. God says, take Evolt outside. And if they still don't listen, kill Evolt right there. Following their god's command, they take Evolt outside. But when Delay and his people see Evolt, they stop in their tracks. Just then, their god comes outside, and everyone quickly hides. One of God's men tells everyone, whoever knows this girl, come forward. You can take her away from here, and we promise we won't stop you this time. Delay says, I can take Evolt with me, but what about the rest of our companions? But God replies, they are our people now, our slaves. Hearing him talk like that, Delay refuses to agree and throws his white rod at God. The white rod goes right through his body. Now Delay turns to everyone and says, look, he was just a human like us. He felt pain too, and now he's been killed. After that, a fight breaks out between the two tribes, and in this battle, Delay's people come out victorious. But the man from the other tribe, the one who had brought Delay's people here as captives, shoots Ivale with an arrow, killing her. In return, Delay kills the man who shot the arrow at Ivale. Delay had come here to rescue his tribe members and the other slaves. But during this fight, he lost many of his own people. His mother, who is watching them from afar in their tribe, is giving them strength. After that, the mother sacrifices her own life to bring Ivalet back to life. And Ivalet comes back to life once again. Before leaving, all those people from the tribe who had given Delay a place to stay and food give Delay some seeds. They tell Delay that your father wanted you to take these seeds back to your tribe and plant them there. Delay did exactly that. He goes back to his place, plants those seeds, and soon plants start to grow there. From now on, they'll never have to die of hunger, nor will they ever have to wander around again. And that's where this story comes to an end.